Well, good morning. Hello, and welcome to our next edition of Coasters Online. It is good to be with you virtually this morning, and we hope you're all really well and staying safe. Yes, and we are, of course, missing you all a lot. So hopefully it won't be too long and we can be together again soon. Okay, so this morning we are going to start off with a little game called Hide and Seek, Find the Sheep. Okay, so there is a little sheep for you to find.
He's found this big, I'd say.
Yeah, cuddly toy sheep. And we're going to put the camera around the room and you need to spot the sheep. Okay? Hide and seek, find that sheep. Okay, so who found the sheep? Where was he hiding?
Well, I will tell you that. He was in the blinds, on the bottom blind by the window over there.
He certainly was. Now, do we know who looks after sheep? Do you know who looks after sheep? Hope, do you know who looks after sheep?
Well, I think shepherds look after sheep.
I think you might be right there, Hope. Shepherds look after their sheep. And today that's what we're going to be talking about. And about how Jesus is the good shepherd. This is actually going to be a 3-week series. So this is the first of the 3 weeks. And it's going to be over the next 3 weeks. And we're going to be talking about how sheep are loved by their shepherd this morning. Okay, so we have an interesting fact for you.
The interesting fact is God talks about sheep over 600 times in the Bible. Whoa.
600 times.
It's unbelievable,
Wow,
really.
that is crazy.
I never knew that.
So I'm actually going to read out a passage from the Bible this morning, and I am going to make sure that you're listening because you're going to need to do a little action every time I say 2 particular words. So first of all, every time I say the word sheep, I want you to point to yourself. And when you hear the word shepherd, I want you to point up to God. Fantastic, thank you, Hope. Okay, so this morning the passage is from John, the book of John in the New Testament, chapter 10, and it's verse 7 to 16, and it says this. So Jesus said again, I tell you the truth, I am the door for the sheep. All the people who came before me were thieves and robbers. The sheep did not listen to them. I am the door. The person who enters through me will be saved. He will be able to come in and go out out and find pasture. A thief comes to steal and kill and destroy, but I came to give life, life in all its fullness. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. The worker who is paid to keep the sheep is different from the shepherd who owns them. So when the worker sees a wolf coming, he runs away and he leaves the sheep alone. Then the wolf attacks the sheep and scatters them. The man runs away because he is only a paid worker. He does not really care for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep as the Father knows me. And my sheep know me as I know the Father. I give my life for the sheep. Okay, fantastic. So hopefully
I got
you were following Hope's wonderful guidance there in these two particular actions.
Hopefully we got all of them in.
I think you did. You did. That was good going. Well
There's
done.
a lot of sheep and shepherds in that verse.
So the reason I said to point at ourselves, so point at yourself during the passage, when I said the word sheep, is actually because God calls us his sheep. So all the times I said sheep, do you know what? In that passage, it's actually talking about you and me. Fantastic. And you know, the Bible tells us that Jesus is our good shepherd. He is our good shepherd who takes care of us. And that's why when we pointed up to God, when I said shepherd, because it was Jesus was telling us that he is our good shepherd and we are his sheep. Okay, so just to recap, here's some questions for you guys this morning. Number 1, what kind of animal does God say we are like sometimes?
A sheep.
A sheep. Okay, question number 2, what does a shepherd do?
He takes care of his sheep.
He certainly does. Okay, number 3, who is our good shepherd who takes care of us?
Jesus.
Yes. And number 4, whose voice should we learn to listen to?
Jesus, okay, our good shepherd.
Wonderful. And number 5 is, and how do we hear his voice?
Through the Bible, basically God's word.
Wonderful. Top marks. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, so do you know that every sheep has a name? Just like we all have a name. When the shepherd calls Martha, Fleece, Gracie, do you know what happens? The sheep come running to their shepherd because they know and love their shepherd's voice. They won't run to a stranger. In fact, actually, they will run away from a stranger. And the wonderful thing here is that Jesus knows each one of us by name. How wonderful. We are so special to him that he died on the cross for each one of us. He loves us so, so much. And it's important we learn to hear his voice by praying, by reading the Bible, and by going to church when we can. Okay, so that is our message today, is that Jesus is our good shepherd and we need to hear his voice and tune in to him each day of our lives. So this morning, the verse is going to be just one of the verses from the passage of scripture that we have just read. And it's actually from John. So that's John in the New Testament, chapter 10, and we're taking out verse 14, which reads,
I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep and my sheep know me.
So we've got some actions, haven't we, Hope, just to help you remember that. So it goes with our actions. So it's, I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep and my sheep know me. So just do that again, okay? So I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep and my sheep know me. Fantastic, well done. Okay, so we know what's coming next if you've been tuning in over the last few weeks. It is craft time with Hope.
So, the craft for today is a lovely love heart. I personally really like this one and I enjoyed making it. So it's a nice big love heart. You can just like get a big piece of paper, cut out a love heart and colour it in red, or you can stick tissue paper on it, and then you just put cotton balls around and cut out or print out a little face of a sheep, and then you can stick it on the cotton balls. For the legs you can just add lollipop sticks, and you can write, and then you get a Bible verse at the top. You can either like write it, stick one on. And what you will need to make this is paper, that I've got here. You need paper, glue, scissors, lollipop sticks and cotton balls.
Fantastic. Do you know, I love that. I absolutely love it. I'm just going to print it to make sure that you can all properly see that this morning.
You can paint it red, you can stick tissue paper on, colour it, anything you want really.
That is lovely. Fantastic. What a great reminder of the message this morning about Jesus being our good shepherd. Fantastic. Well, that's all from us this morning. We hope you've enjoyed it and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you, take care and God bless.
Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe like
Bye.
I always say. Bye.
Take care, God bless. Bye-bye.